Good morning. It has been a while since I did like a real video. I bust her hair on my lip gloss. So here I am, finishing out 2017 with one last video. I'm off this entire week, so let's do this. I am not going to go through finishes from the year because I posted all those and I've shown them along the way, so we're not going to redo anything. I have a stack of things that I've worked on since I showed you guys last. I have one new start. I have a stack of things that I want to show you that I have bought since last time. I have a stack of things that Jim gave me. I have kind of also put this into a stack of things that I plan to start in 2018. Dharma is very vocal for some strange reason. Dharma. Dharma. Honey, what is it? She just scared herself. Her tail hit a Christmas card. Baby, what's wrong? Come here. Come here. No. Find your way through all the cross-stitch stuff. Oh, goodness. Are you okay? Love her. Her and my anxiety, between the two of us. This poor girl grooms herself naked in places. I don't want to put her on drugs. It's okay for me, but strangely, I'm not so okay with it for my cat. Yeah, around the base of her tail here, her tummy. She's got a spot here on her leg. I don't know what to do about it, guys. I plugged in one of those fell-away diffusers. It's been up for a month. It doesn't affect her. And I plugged it like right near her favorite place to sleep, so you would think that it would help. Anyway, away from cat drama, let's get started. You guys want to know how many whips I have? How many active whips that I actually want to work on after this new start? 37. It's a lot for me. But my whole plan of focusing on a finish and having one piece that I work on every month is working well. So, in fact, let's start by showing that piece. That one is in this bag that Olivia made me. So let's get it out and look at it. This is Black Sky by the Primitive Needle. Since I showed it to you guys, I have finished the 5th block. I've done the border for the last block, and I'm halfway through the bottom border. I see this getting done at the beginning of 2018. And this bad boy, Dharma just knocked the battery-operated Christmas candle out of the window. Just in a weird mood today, guys. Yeah, you did that. So this is probably getting professionally framed once I'm finally done with it, just because there's a lot of emotion and love in this piece. I feel like it's taken me forever to finish it. I started this during Stitch Mania 2016. Let's look. I have my handy dandy Excel sheet here. Scrolling. 2016. So yeah, way too long to finish a piece like this. That's how far I am on it. When I finish it, I'm not giving away or selling the chart. It's near and dear to my heart. I might loan it to a couple of people, but it's a special chart for me. What else have I worked on? While Jim and I were on vacation, and I'm planning on putting some footage from that at the end of this video, because I have not done a real video since before we went on vacation, which was November. I worked on Black Sky and this piece. This is Barbara Anna Designs Love Never Fails. I got a good bit done on this. This is on 32 count linen by a dyer that doesn't dye anymore. So I am really enjoying it because it was on 32 count. It was a good piece to work on while on vacation because we all know hotel lighting is not the best. I enjoyed this so much. This is at the top of my list of things to move into my focus on a finish spot. Not at the very top, but it's on my short list. So there's that. What else do I want to show you guys? I'm not even taking this out of the bag because Diana made me this awesome bag, and you can see what I've gotten done with the way I've put it in here. This is my Halloween at Hawkhorn Hollow bag made by Diana. It is Kismet Stitches. And I have almost finished the middle block. I'm not done with it. I've still got to do this owl, finish him, the pumpkin that he's sitting on, and there's some back stitching that has to go on over here. I was contemplating saving that because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the back stitching. But really enjoying this piece. Lots of fun staying in the bag. Let's see. I pulled out Big Red Ship of Life, but mine is my Big Blue Ship of Life because changing the colors in it. I got another page finish or so, pulled the border over on the next one, and getting that done. I have a long way to go, guys. Long way to go. So yeah, Jim talked me into a real tree this year. He's wanted one since we started living together and after we got married, and I don't know, it just, we like to keep our tree up for so long. It always seemed like a disaster waiting to happen, but you only live once. So we got one this year. Love it. It's coming down this weekend because even though we've been feeding it and watering it every day, it's starting to look a little worse for wear. Let's see. As long as we're pulling out giant pieces, I also worked on Dutch Beauty. Oh my gosh, this piece is so big. Look at this wad, this massive wad of fabric. Big. We're not unfolding all of it, so I'm trying to figure out how to. This is where we are so far. I've hit the halfway mark, which is right here on the top row. And get a little closer where you guys can see how things are going. I can't see what I'm showing you. So yeah, changing the colors up on this. I darkened everything a little bit. Really enjoying it. Is this going to go back in this bag the way I just folded it? We'll see. It's kind of getting wadded up in there. Whatever. I have plans to pull this out pretty close to the beginning of 2018, so it won't stay in there like that too long. But I mean, come on, guys. This is a Momily bag. You can fit Dutch Beauty in there, plus some of the threads, plus the chart. So, by the way, I'm planning on my next one doing some more similar to this one because I have some more of this fabric and I just think it's fantastic. You're probably like, Emily, that's pink and cutesy, but it's also a lot of earth tones, and that girl is freaking sitting on that boy. Word. Crush the patriarchy, girlfriend. Okay, start with this one, which is covered, my bag is covered in buster hair because that's my life. It's another Momly bag. I've shown this one before. This is my needles and pins, which I'm darkening up the colors on and using hand-dyed threads. I pulled it out and worked on it some. I got some of the border done. I already had the house and the part of the girl, so I did some work on that border. A lot of gassed mulberry going into this piece. And there's some DMC too. I mean, I'm not a snob now. If it's something that you're not going to be able to tell is variegated, totally putting DMC in. So there's that. I've got to, somebody already finished it and making me look bad, guys. So I gotta get to work on that some more. This is my Jimmy Flosstube bag that Ellen made me. Ellen, you rock. Every time I look at this, I just think, that's my goofy husband. This is gonna be a Sal that I keep up with. If you haven't seen it, this is Brittany or Ingleside Imaginarium's Guardians of Notre Dame. This was a new start. This is just the border, which is all that's been released so far. And then there's going to be Guardians of Notre Dame, one a month in all of these little windows. So it's going to be awesome. Go to her Etsy shop or her Facebook page and check it out. I'm excited about it because I think it's going to be very me. Struggling getting this back in here. She charted it to go on a different fabric. I was trying to stitch from stash and I pulled out this piece of hand dyed by Stephanie Banshee in a 32 count linen and got started on the border. So that's what I've got. And my thought process is that it'll probably start like a clock at the top and go around. So I was trying to get enough of the border done where I would be good for at least a few months. And then maybe I can get the pieces done and stitch in some more border. I'm excited about this one, Brittany. It's going to be awesome. And it's not an expensive stitch along, guys. So, you know, like I said, go to her Etsy shop. I'll try to remember to link it below. And join in. There's still plenty of time. She hasn't released the first one yet. You're not behind yet. So there's that. You guys are going to hold me to it and make me keep up with that. My last new start is... Guys, I'm not going to say I'm disorganized because I know where everything is. It's just organized chaos. So Trisha and Lucretia started this at the Austin retreat. And I was like, I've got that. That would be a great start at Christmas. I should start that too. So I'm trying to catch up with them this week. Trisha, I don't know how far you are, but I'm definitely not caught up to you, Lucretia. I am doing this on 36 count Oaken by Picture This Plus. And I'm doing it with a hank of silk. And I think I said on my Instagram that this was Silks for You, but I don't think it is. I think that I bought this from Dinky Dyes on their Etsy shop. And I think it was called like Alligator or something. Anyway, it is a gorgeous variegated green with some brown to it. I'm loving it. I'm loving how it's looking. And as soon as I'm done filming, I'm going to work on this some more today. Guys, I got a lot of very, very thoughtful gifts since I filmed last. And I love all of them. All of them. I got some awesome, awesome stuff. But it has been so long since I filmed. Things have been put away. Things have been displayed over there, and it's a lot. So I am going to not show gifts this time. If you gave me something and you're upset, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The one gift I am going to show is what my mom made me and gave me since my last update. And you can't be upset that this is the only thing that I'm showing. This is my quilt that my mom made me out of my dad's old shirts. I curl up with this on the couch every night. It's definitely getting used. Hold on. There's a corner where she embroidered her initials and the year. Let's see if I can't show this a little bit better. It's big. It's like a really big throw. It's so big, but I love it. Like, I'm hiding behind it at this point. Yeah, my dad wore some Hawaiian shirts. Love it. So soft, because these are shirts that he wore. I mean, like, you can tell which ones were his favorites because they're super, super soft. You can also tell what his favorite colors were. But I just love this quilt, guys. It's great. It's great. So yeah, and you'll probably recognize some of you who have Momly bags. This is a lining in a lot of them. I love that my mom used this as kind of a border because, I mean, I've stitched so much with this fabric this year. It's nice. As I wad this up and put it over here, it'll get folded. And then I'll pull it out and cover up with it again. So it is what it is. Coffee break. The other big gift is one that Jim and I gave me. I got a new car. The Fusion, the car that I had, every couple of weeks, it felt like I was calling my mechanic and going, such and such messed up again. Such and such is broken now. So, yeah, we traded it. I got a Honda. I love it. It's the first time I've ever had, it's not really an SUV, but I still call it an SUV. It's a crossover. I love it. It's great. I have seat warmers and fancy things that my 11-year-old car didn't have, so it's pretty great. Jim bought me a few samplers and books for Christmas, which I'll show. And I'll show the haul that I bought me since last time. Jim bought me this from Brenda Gervais. Heart of the Home sampler. He said this one was one of his favorites that he got me. I think it's really cute. Love it. He bought me this Sarah Sophia Hay 1848 from Needle Made Designs. I don't know why I have the hiccups. I'm sorry, guys. I call this the Kiss sampler. Check out the white face and black hair on, is that Adam? Yeah, that's Adam. Apparently in this sampler, Adam was a member of Kiss. It's hilarious. He also got me this Sarah Hartley 1827 sampler from Historic Stitches. Apparently he just went on my Etsy wish list and just picked out ones that he liked. He said he liked this one because the deer and the weeping willow, and it's a really pretty one. It's a lot of green, which I love green. He bought me this cross stitch patterns from 1730. I know when I posted this on Instagram, a lot of people said it was one that they wanted. If you think that there are actual, like, full charts in here, don't get it. It's much like the Saxon, Transylvania, Peasant, the other book that I have somewhere, in that, well, I'm just going to show you some from far back. Like, this is what it's like on the inside. Like, motifs, not like full charts. So, good to know, great for designing, which I hope to do one day. Speaking of great for designing, he also bought me this sampler workbook, Motifs and Patterns. This is pretty awesome. This design source book for makers and contemporary samplers contains motifs and patterns based on both reworked traditional themes, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of little charts and borders, and talks about different things and what things mean, and yeah. I dig it. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. He also bought me a chart that's in my to be started in 2018 stack. We'll get to that. Let's go through things that I got me. These are charts that I bought me. Dharma's in a weird mood today, and she's trying to scare me to death. Baby, what are you doing? What just happened? Do you need my lap? Come here. Crazy kid. You guys saw it. Are you okay? Did you hit yourself on that stand? Huh? You seem okay. Okay. I bought these two. They may still be there on clearance on 123 Stitch. This one I've looked at before, and I was curious if it was like a mix of different stitches. It appears to be all cross stitch. Once I got it out, yeah, baby, I love you. I love you too. You guys are getting to see a lot of Dharma this time, which is unusual. Hey, darling. Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Are you comfy? You gonna snuggle in? Snuggle in. There you go. This is Heartstring Sampleries. I'm getting rubbed on. Narrow Escape. It's all hand-dyed threads, and it's big, but it was on clearance, and I like it. I love the one guy's tiny little head, so it's going in my stash. Also on clearance was Kathy Barrick's Anna's Bird. This is one I put in my cart, taken out of my cart, put in my cart, taken out of my cart, and I went and got it. It was on clearance. I guess there are a lot of people that do that like me. And I got on some weird deer kick and Kathy Barrick and Sampler kick. So I bought this by the City Stitcher. This is Phoebe's Forest, with all of the cute little deer and trees. Can you guys hear Dharma purring? Sweet girl. This is also by the City Stitcher. It's on a City Stitcher kick. This is Starry Night Sampler. I love this one. And if you guys know, the City Stitcher are really inexpensive charts. So if you like this one, go check it out. I love the house and the stars and the moon and those beautiful flowers. This one has almost gone in my to start this year stack a couple of times. We'll see. It looks like it has just a few specialty stitches in it, maybe some satin stitches, but other than that, maybe not a lot. This is another Kathy Barrick. This is Reindeer Games. I realized that I didn't have any Christmas stuff, so I started Christmas Quaker and then bought a few other little things. I liked that one. It's a smaller one. More Kathy Barrick. This is Mary Cotton. This is one I've looked at a lot. I want to say Michelle at the Striped Rose has either completed this one or is working on it. I love how weird this is. And look at that. It's an odd one. This one I bought on Stash Unload. This is the Sarah Whiteley sampler. It's hard to see what all's going on, but it was inexpensive and I really liked it, and I had looked at it on eBay before, so I went ahead and picked it up. All right, Dharma, we're gonna scoot forward. See this nonsense? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Crazy kid. You're anxious like your mama. Okay, things that I want to start in 2018. A couple of these, because here's the other thought. I'm planning to stitch from stash next year. Don't you all laugh at once. I really am planning to. I have all of this crap. I have tons of fabric. I placed an order today for some hand-dyed threads that I would need. And I think I'm good. You guys, like, shame me into submission if things go awry. So the hand-dyed threads that I bought were for these 3 charts. These are 2 that are done in DMC that I'm thinking about starting. This is Ivy Wed, Good Huswife's Wedding Sampler. The glorious Kelly from the Evergreen Needle heard me say that I wanted to try doing this on black, and she had a piece of black Belfast that she gave me when we had gotten together one day, because she said that she couldn't stitch on it, that it caused her to have a migraine. So she had taken out what she was working on it and gave it to me. So thanks, Kelly. I have it over there. It's black Belfast. You've all seen it. And I'm hoping to start that. You getting down, baby? Okay. So I'm planning on starting that. I'm thinking I might start Garden Glade, which is a Carriage House Samplings chart that reminds me of one, I think it's the Scarlet Letter has done, called Hannah Carter maybe, which is a little bit more detailed and bigger, but it's very similar. This one is a simpler chart, which is right up my alley. I might throw in some hand-dyed flosses on parts of it and darken up some of the colors in the dress and the trees. I don't know. You guys know me. I'll figure it out as I go. I had told you before that I really, really, really want to start the 7 Sheep Sampler. That's happening in 2018. That's some of the threads that I ordered. It's charted for like really nice silks, but then there's also conversions to DMC and the Gentle Art. I decided that I was going in the middle, and I kitted it up with the Gentle Art threads. What I did not do is there is All of that bright pink is a color called Dinky Dyes the Kimberly or Raspberry Parfait from the Gin Lart. I'm switching that to a burnt orange just because Emily doesn't do pink. The lighter shade that they did things in is Classic Colorworks Peaches and Cream or Gentle Art Adobe. I still thought that that might work. So I bought the Adobe. We'll see, guys. I'm at least lessening the pink. And my plan is to rework this middle section. Remember, this is going to be my Led Zeppelin sampler. The Rain song that was Gemini's first dance and what he considers our song. I'm really excited about this one. We'll see how long I can wait to start it. I have plenty of linen I could use for it over there, but once I get the threads in, I'll do a floss toss just for you, Adele, and figure out which one I want to do it on. I also bought threads for these two charts. Both charts I'm super excited about. Tracy P made me pull the trigger on this one. It was already one that I was like, yes, maybe not. No, I'm going to do it. Maybe not. Tracy's the boss of me, and she said she was going to do it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it too. So I bought all of the floss for this ridiculously large His Eyes on the Sparrow heartstring sampler. We also all know I'm not a religious person, but I freaking love this chart. So I may change the His Eyes on the Sparrow and I Know He Watches Me line to something not so godlike. Gosh, it's such a pretty chart. So pretty. This was stitched over 2 on 28 count, if you can believe it or not, the original. That's why it looks so freaking big. I'm planning on doing mine on 36. Over 2. So pretty. I have several different fabrics over there. I've got some Legacy, I've got some Ren. We'll see which one wins out for that. I think it's going to be a lighter one, not something super dark. So those threads should be on their way to me. The other one that I bought threads for is a smaller one. And I mean, this is small for Emily. It's 232 by 154. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is a new release from 2017 that I think has flown under the radar a lot. If you know of anybody else that has bought it or started stitching it, please let me know. But it popped up on 123 Stitch for me one day, and I was like, how have I never seen that before? So there was a little bit of a pause in there. I know I have an older phone. This is, what I record on is my Samsung Galaxy S6. Still works fine. No problems. But when I first got it, I was able to record for like an hour. And now I can only record for like 33 minutes and it cuts off. I have deleted everything off of this phone. I've transferred all of my photos to my laptop. I cleared the cache. Like even just then when it shut me off and told me that the maximum recording time had been reached, when I attached it to my laptop to move the footage over, it still said I had like half of my memory available. Why is it not recording longer? Why won't it let me record longer? Those of you who know, please let me know. I would love to film a video that doesn't have to be broken up into 2 sections. Okay. I was saying, I had been seeing this chart, or I saw it on 123 Stitch and was like, how have I never seen this before? I love it so much. The composition, the subject matter. And I kept seeing it and I was like, I'm buying it. I'm ordering that. So I did. And it turns out it's a 2017 release from Plum Street Samplers. This is Friends of the Heart. Got the cute, it's a deer, but it's a heart, H-A-R-T. I looked it up. I didn't know that deer could be called hearts. It's got a fox, some pomegranates, Just all kinds of awesome stuff. I love like the nature, botanicalness of it. Anyway, so I bought the threads for this. They're on their way to me. And the goofy little squirrel and the owl. And this is going to be a 2018 start as well. Last 2018 start, because I had to have one kind of creepy one. Because I have an opening, or will have an opening. I do? Anyway, doesn't matter. I have an opening in Mania where something is completed, and it's on the 13th, so it needs to be something spooky. Jim bought me this chart and the silks for Christmas. So I have to figure out a fabric, not that bluey color because I don't really like it, where you're going to be able to see those darks and those browns and that cream. So I'm going to have to pull some fabrics and toss that on and see what it looks like. This was originally done on a 32 count, so I should have plenty. Because don't see me going any small or larger than 32 count. Anyway, I got to figure that out. It's really cool. He knows I love creepy. He knows I love Quaker. Quaker Gone Spooky. This is by Michelle Ink Designs. I have a couple of more of hers, so I know her style. Yeah. Michelle Ink Needlework Designs. Down there at the bottom. So there's that. These are my planned starts for 2018. Along with my shit ton of whips that I already have. I went through all of my stuff yesterday, and it's still lying around my feet. And there was a whole group that I realized that I couldn't find. Like, I know I've got that chart. Why isn't it here? Because it was in this stack that Jim and Joe had pulled to do their Name That Whip. And he didn't, nor I have, put them back with all of my other ones. So all of these need to be put in there. So this is my stash, guys. Wait for it. I think I have more that's digital. And this is kind of vintage charts. Let's see. And then this one is where I have all of my samplers that I have collected that I love. A couple more could probably move over in here that I already had, but my samplers are in here. And some that I just showed you guys need to go in there. Okay, so you're updated. You've seen my whips. You've seen my haul. You've seen almost everything Jim got me. I'm not a show everything I got for Christmas kind of person, so I'm not going to do that. Just like I feel weird showing all my haul. But Jim bought me this. This is a Kay's Creations stand. I saw this because Diana has one. It is Kismet Stitches. And Dina from Making Life Count has one. And I've seen both of theirs in person. And it's awesome. There's stuff on it. But you can see, I love how sturdy it is. It's on cords and stuff right now. So, me telling you how sturdy it is. Dina has shown hers in a video where she had this really big scroll rod on it, clamped to it, and it was still holding it straight. It wasn't flipping. No lie, it's sturdy. But I mean, I use mine across the arm of my chair, so if it fell any, you've got this here. And this is as low as it will go, is fitting over the arm of this chair. And it will go up much higher, and you can adjust this down, and I think it's great. I would definitely recommend this as a stand. And if anybody wants to see a more in-depth showing of it in a video, just let me know. But I don't feel like that's something I should do right now because I'm still learning about it. I've had it for a few days, so I'm still figuring out how to adjust everything and how it works. But what I do really enjoy is this right here. You just loosen this slightly, like you just reach over and do that, and you can flip your work and do whatever you need to do on the back and flip it back and do that. And that's my favorite part. I never really wanted a lot of stands because I was like, I look at the back of my work a lot. Now I can't do everything by feel, so I dig it. I'm also going to put on the end of this some vacation footage, and I am going to put on some snow footage because Georgia got a crap ton of snow in early December, which is totally unexpected for us. I hope we get more snow this year. I love snow. Jim hates it. I love it. But I'll put all of that on here. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever you celebrate. I hope you had a great December. Happy New Year, and keep on stitching and enjoying life. And I'll see you more in 2018. Bye, guys. Here we are in El Paso. Slept here overnight. This is day 2 of vacation. We're right next to the 10 freeway, which is a little noisy, but whatever. We were so tired we slept through anything. Look at those mountains. Oh, sorry. Beautiful. So pretty. Jim's at the gym downstairs. I'm gonna stitch a little, get ready, and then we are headed into New Mexico today. Okay, now I'm filming. Come on down, Jim.
You know, you want to put your hand up here, but...
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, with all the...
So, you're gonna pull an Emily, and you're gonna get down on your booty, and you're gonna scoot your way to safety. And this is when Jimmy Flosstube dies.
You'll have like a Jimmy Flosstube face planted right on the...
Oh, we're at Hueco's Tanks. Hueco? Hueco Tanks State Park?
Hueco Tanks.
This place is awesome.
Yeah, show them the...
Okay, let's turn this around.
Just...
This place is like a natural like oasis in the desert, and rain collects. You can actually see the artwork better on the camera.
Come over here, there's some line. Goes down over there.
And the cave paintings date back thousands and thousands of years. And Jim climbed up there like a crazy person.
Yeah, they were a lot more graceful than I was, I'm sure.
And this is where I like to vacation, places like this.
What else they got?
This is breathtaking.
Cool.
We climbed a little bit up the mountains at Hueco Tanks. Wow. Say hi, Jim.
Hi.
Excuse my hard breathing. We climbed up the rocks from there.
We had an assist from the very natural chain-linked rope and steel bars that were concreted into the rocks that the Native Americans used hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
There's one of the tanks, I'm assuming. Just no water in it at the moment.
Yep. Okay, this down here.
Jim,
What?
we like to call this, Where the Fuck Are We?
Yeah.
As we're out in the middle of nowhere, we have discovered an ancient bathroom, which Jim is inside of at the moment. Years ago, thousands of years, our ancestors built this bathroom. What happened here, Jim?
I have no idea.
What was it that the movie The Guide said? There was a battle in this canyon?
Yeah, there was a battle between Mexican soldiers and the Native Americans that were here. I guess they were cornered in this canyon right here behind us. And what did he say? Something like 200 of them? Out of 200, only one of them?
Something like that. I'm trying to climb over rocks while I'm filming because I want to show this.
But the only thing I can see is this figure here. It looks like it's pointing.
Mm-hmm.
And this one right here has a little red.
He's been
spot
shot.
there. And I'm wondering,
Like this guy in the pants and the hat. Like he's some
yeah,
ominous figure
Yeah.
not from here.
I don't know, but you can tell like that's like a Western hat, and this looks like one of the Spanish hats.
Yeah.
A helmet. I mean, from a soldier.
Yeah. How far out in the desert would you say we've hiked to see this? A couple of miles, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's pretty awesome.
And it's really just the kind of like the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more.
It says there's thousands and thousands.
There are 3 mountains and one little peninsula type hill, and we've made it around one of the 3 mountains, and we've been out here for a couple hours, so you could really spend a lot of time out here.
Yeah, you
if
can
do the
camp.
guided.
Yeah, we're only doing the self-guided. You can do guided tours out here and see much more, but let's go down there and see what's down there. And then you have the people ahead of us who didn't understand a whisper in the caves. And that abyss goes to hell.
This is the United Nations of National Monuments. There's a million different languages.
Yeah, we're the only
Plus
ones
hell.
speaking English thus far. We wish we understood more than that.
Yeah.
And weirdest place I've ever been. So Jim and I are in Carlsbad Caverns, hiking up from the depths of the tour. You can't see what we can see. But it's freaking awesome. We gotta go up there. Still trying to get out of the cave.
Something's been following us for the last 3 miles. It's been getting closer.
What noise does it make, Jim? Seriously, we think we're headed towards Mexico. We think that we're going the wrong
I'm
way.
pretty sure we've died and we're just 2 spirits roaming down the pathway.
Wandering around in the caves alone.
There was a sign back there that said entering Mexico.
Tijuana, 3/4 of a mile.
Hey, caramba.
Wait, I hear people. Guys, this is day 2 of it snowing here in Georgia. I know for some of you, this is not a big deal. This is kind of a big deal here. That's a lot of snow. And it's still snowing. Let's go look at the front. Yeah. Jim's state truck. Yeah. Huh.